What's up, World Wide Web? It's your boy, Marlon O Bennett. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's a chilly Saturday night on the East Coast in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And I wasn't doing anything, guys. I actually got a chance to go out to the movie today with my wife and my daughter. And my son was going to go, but something came up and he couldn't go. But we just had a lot of fun. I'm gonna put some pictures up in the near future, so you guys can just kind of see some of the pictures we shot today. You know, just a lot of fun. You know, I mean, I'm always talking about drowning out the noise, and so I got an opportunity again to hang out with my wife and my daughter today, and that was a lot of fun, guys. And so the house was kind of deserted right now. Everybody's gone. I'm here by myself, so I figured, what better time to do a video, right? And tonight, guys, I was reading somewhere on the internet that over 76,000 planes take off. I think it's either in the world or the country. I believe it's in the world, okay? Over 76,000 planes take off every day in the world. That's a lot. You guys can go fact check it if you want, but I'm pretty sure that was the number that I saw, right? 76,000 planes taking off every day. Can you imagine that? Anyway, guys, it got me to thinking, right? Those planes taking off every day. What makes a plane take off anyway? I mean, you guys know I used to jump out of planes. I was a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne Division, and I used to jump out of helicopters, Huey helicopters, Chinook helicopters, C-130s, and C-141s, right? I jump out of anything they told me to jump out of, guys, and I've done it over 60 times, and I walked away from every one of them. But I'm not talking about jumping out of planes now. When I looked at that statistic about 76,000 planes taking off in the world every single day, it made me start thinking about the forces, you know what I mean, the dynamics behind what makes a machine, you know, or what makes a plane able to fly. How does it, you know, I never really thought about it, you know what I mean? Even in school, I know we probably covered that stuff, but I never thought about it. So I looked it up, guys, and guess what? There are 4 forces directly related to flight, right? What it says here is the 4 forces that affect things that fly. Okay, there are forces, right? I guess, you know, people who study certain sciences, you know, what I don't even know what the science would be called, but I'm sure it is. But anyway, there are components, and these 4 forces have to be in place to make an airplane, or anything for that matter. If it's going to fly, these are the 4 forces that's involved in making that happen, guys. And let me read them off to you, and I'm going to show you because I'm going to use it as an analogy, and I want you guys' opinion on it, okay? But the first force that involves flight that's necessary is weight, right? And right here they got the definition of it. They said this is the force of gravity. Weight is the force of gravity. It acts in a downward direction, right, toward the center of the earth. Okay, that's what the weight does. Then the lift is the force that acts at the right angle to the direction of motion through the air. Lift is created by difference in air pressure. Okay, so we got the weight, we got the lift. Then thrust is the force that propels a flying machine in the direction of motion. Engines produce, right, thrust. And then finally you got drag. It's the force that acts opposite in the direction of motion. Drag is caused by friction and difference in air pressure. Now, it still all seems like French to me. All I know is obviously these 4 forces are necessary for something to be able to take flight. Okay? It's a fact. That's, if it were a science, that would be the science. The weight times the drag times the thrust times the lift. In algebra, right? You know how they used to have these crazy symbols and stuff in algebra. So I imagine, you know, it would be like WX, whatever. Okay, we know that those are the 4 forces that make a plane fly. So I got that answer. I still don't necessarily understand it, but you don't really have to understand everything to believe it, because we know that planes fly, and obviously that is the formula that makes them able to do so. But when I looked at that, and this is how my overactive mind acts sometimes, right? Because First, I saw the statistic about the 76,000 planes taking off in the world every single day. That got me to thinking about then what makes a plane fly. And then I looked up the four forces. But then with my overactive mind, I took it a step further and I was looking at that. And you guys know how big of a movie buff I am, right? I was thinking about the movie, The Pursuit of Happiness. You guys probably like, well, he's tripping, right? What is he talking about? How does that all come together? 76,000 planes taking off every day in the world. What makes a plane fly? And then the pursuit of happiness? Now that's an algebra problem for you. Try to figure out what's going on in my mind, right? Okay, anyway, guys, this is how it all came together. And maybe, this won't make sense to you guys. Maybe it will. I want your opinion. Okay, so figure out how many planes fly, 76,000. What makes a plane fly? The Pursuit of Happiness. I love movies. Will Smith's one of my favorite actors. There are scenes in this movie that I absolutely love, guys. And if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know what that scene is. But anyway, here's the correlation, guys. Here's how I tied it all together. What I was thinking is, and when you guys decide, right, for real, for sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, right, you're going to go out and do a particular thing. No matter what it is, guys, it doesn't have to have anything to do with internet marketing. It can just be something totally different. You want to learn a new language. You want to lose weight. You want to travel to another country. You want a new job, right? You want to move, whatever it is. Think about it, whatever it is. And you make a conscious decision to do it. And then when you start doing it, right? If you're not doing anything, that's okay. Most people are not going to bother you. But here's the correlation again. When you decide to do something, a conscious decision, whatever that change may be, whatever it may be, these four forces are going to come into play, right? You're going to have weight, you're going to have lift, you're going to have thrust, and you're going to have drag, right? You're going to have those four forces that you're going to have compete with, that you're going to have to deal with, right, when you make a conscious decision to do something, right, whatever it may be. And just like the plane needs these four forces to come together, although some of these forces seem negative, you all need them to take flight, to do what it is you're going to want to do. And what I say is I accentuate the positive and I eliminate the negative normally. But you can't do that in this case. You kind of need all four of these forces in order to make a plane fly. Just like a plane needs all four of these forces to fly, then when you decide to do something different in your life, you're going to need all four of these forces working together too. Because even though you got weight, you got lift, you got thrust, and you got drag, they work in conjunction with each other. And this is how I see it, right? I see weight sometimes as people who may not necessarily agree with what you're doing, think you're crazy to be doing what you're doing, don't understand what you're doing, right? And maybe they put pressure on you about it because they don't understand it. That's how I see weight, right? Whatever it is, you decide, right? Whatever the decision is that you want to do. Then let's come to lift. That's that segment of people who get what you're doing. They know where you're going. They're proactive. They're optimistic. And they lift you up and, to move you in the direction that you want to go. And it's the same with thrust, right? Those are people who move you forward, who believe in what you believe in, like-minded individuals who get it, right? But then you got drag too. And those are the people who, even though you're doing what you're doing, it's working for you, you're making it happen, they still kind of maybe pull you in a downward direction sometimes. Or at least sometimes they may do that. They may not even know it, okay? But again, these four forces, guys, are four forces that you're going to actually be faced with when you decide to do something. Remember, I said when you decide to do something. Have you ever been in a position where you didn't have an opinion about a particular thing, or you was just kind of maybe in this space where, maybe like in a holding pattern in your life. And so you was just in that place and that was cool. But what about when you thought about something? You had this idea. You're like, wow, I got this great idea. Again, whatever it may be. And then you started maybe sharing it with a few people. I promise you, a lot of those people, you can say, were like, wait, they didn't know what you were talking about, right? If they heard you or believed in you at all. But then, immediately, too, at the same time, you experienced lift with some of those people that you expressed that about. right? And you got a good feeling about it, right? And you like the way you felt when you started to put yourself in the company of people who were like lift. But then thrust, that was the same thing, right? It were people who were like, yes, and they got it. And so you know where I'm going with this, right? It's the same thing with drag. So it just makes sense to me, guys, that when I use that analogy, it's okay to have those full forces. The same thing that make the plane fly is going on with you when you do. In fact, when those four forces are present, you know there's something going on, right? Hey, so to connect all the dots, believe me, when you are deciding to do something else and you start doing it and you see these four forces and they're very active in your life and what's going on with you, you get ready to take flight. Okay, that's how my overactive mind works sometimes, right? I'm just saying. Okay, so that's how I see some information. 76,000 planes take off in the world every single day. What makes a plane fly? Go look at the four forces. Then I think about my favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies, The Pursuit of Happyness with Will Smith, and one of the favorite scenes I like in that movie. And then I figure out, hey, this is a great analogy for so that's how it all comes together. Incidentally, in that movie with Will Smith, right, The Pursuit of Happiness, there's a scene where he tells his son, who's played by his real life son, by the way, Jaden, don't ever let nobody tell you what you can't do, is what he said to you. If you got a dream, go after it. Sometimes when people can't do things their own self, they try to tell you that you can't do it. That's what he says in the movie. I love that movie, guys. Anyway, that's my time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sometimes that's just how my overactive mind works. And the night is Sunday and I'm just relaxing. There's nobody home. I felt like, why not get on YouTube, do a video about that? That's me. Anyway, guys, it's your boy, Marlon O Bennett, wishing you guys wisdom, peace, prosperity, and to living an internet lifestyle without limit. Keep banging, guys. I'll see you probably tomorrow. I know I said Monday, but who knows? I'll see you guys then.